recording. Hello, welcome. Today we're playing Lost Judgment, and yeah, let's get to it. Gotta go this way. I guess you can just skateboard right by them. Oh wow, they noticed me as soon as I got off my skateboard though. That's funny. Wiretapping. Know who did it? Who knows? Could be corporate espionage.
Excuse me.
Did you just say corporate espionage and wiretapping? Yes, that's right. Our company is currently in crisis mode. Turns out confidential information's been leaking to our competitor.
Does that mean...
Did you find any bugs? Yeah, actually, we found one by pure accident. Then we hired a detective to sweep the building and he finds 5 more. Apparently it's been happening all over in Juku lately. Everyone's talking about it on Chatter. Some corrupt detective willing to do all sorts of shady things. Really now? Are corrupt detectives in town, huh? Maybe I should look into this quicker competition. What does the Buzz researcher have to say? Oh, here we go. Oh, they got the guy already? I want to check this out. So, this is where they found the wiretapper. Already quite a crowd here.
You don't make sense!
As I've already told you, I'm here to locate them, not plant them. That sounds like... I'm a detective from Yokohama 99. I picked up wiretap signals here, so I came to sweep for it. You're a detective? Who hired you? Well, detectives have a strict code of client confidentiality, but I admit this wasn't for an official case, but more for my own curiosity, so... Your curiosity? Yeah, that sounds like the cover story for a serial bugger, like people have been complaining about. And you definitely look the part.
Well...
Oh dear.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Tsukumoko's about to get pinched.
Hey!
Tsukumoko.
Yagamishi!
What timing? I could really use your help. Back up. The security guard is accusing me of plaguing the town with bugs. You know this guy?
Yep.
Yes, we've been friends for a long time. Just as he said, he's a detective, and he's definitely not the kind to resort to such shady jobs. I'm not so sure I should be trusting you either. Not trustworthy, huh? Quick flash of this should take care of it. I'm a lawyer. No. This is who I am. As you can see, I'm not a suspicious individual. You're a detective too. Maybe you're the corrupt detective everyone's talking about.
Hold on.
No, I'm definitely not corrupt. Right, just like any corrupt detective would say. Damn, that detective's really giving the rest of us a bad rap around here. Not trustworthy. My name's Takayuki Yagami. I'm a lawyer. If you're going to treat my friend like a criminal without any proof, this badge might have to come into play at some point. Huh? You're a lawyer? Heh. Well, if a lawyer is vouching for him, then I don't see a problem here. Sorry about that. Have a nice day. I'm surprised that's what works. Yeah, I should be a lawyer and get out of trouble. My. Well, thanks for your assistance, Yagamashi. Truly, you rescued me in the nick of time.
Hey.
What was all that about, anyway? That wasn't the first time I've heard of wiretapping because of bus around here. Indeed. Supposedly there's a detective in Ninjago who's been offering his services for a wide variety of illegal purposes. Yeah, I heard something about a corrupt detective earlier. So he's the wiretapper that the security guard was hoping to catch?
Sure.
Presumably so. This individual's performed some rather unsavory duties for clients, assisting stalkers and loan sharks in finding their targets, for example. This guy sounds pretty awful. Any legit detective would turn those clients down. I wholly agree. The notion of allowing this man to tarnish the title of detective did not sit well with me. Hence, I was driven to the field to investigate. But I just wound up being accused of performing the deed I was attempting to stop. Goodness, whatever can I do?
Nah.
Maybe try cutting out the sly grins and conspiratorial giggles when you're on the job. But I can't help grinning when dealing with such fascinating subjects. Oh, how about instead I have you continue the investigation for me? You can use this track Gladstein signals invented by yours truly.
Huh?
You want me to do it? Yes, it appears I am destined to bear the cross of the suspicious individual, but you certainly have no worries of that.
Huh.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yep.
Well, I certainly do. You've got an ace up your sleeve, an attorney's badge you can flash in a pinch. So, that being said, please take this with you. You said this thing picks up Gladstein signals? Precisely. It can detect anything emitting a suspicious signature from up to a few tens of meters away, bugs, spy cams, and the like. There's a signal coming from behind this building. Perhaps you should look for its source.
Gotcha.
Alright, behind this building. Got it. I'll give it a try. What is that?
Not really picking it up. Signal's weak. Not really picking it up. Signal's weak.
I don't hang.
I think I'm facing the wrong way. Signal's weak. I think I'm facing the wrong way. Signal's weak. Not really picking it up. Signal's weak. I think I'm facing the wrong way. Not really picking it up. Getting warmer.
Oh.
Signal's weak. I think I'm facing the wrong way. Here we go.
Jesus, that took like so long. This car's giving off a weird signal.
Huh?
Perhaps a bug of some sort's been planted in the car. Interested in my car, are you?
Excuse me.
Sorry about that. I'm Takayuki Yagami, a detective. Oh, a real-life detective. I'm Mayota Ogami. I'm a prosecutor.
Oh,
Oh, so you're a public prosecutor. To be honest, I love mystery since I was little. Detectives are so fascinating, but I never thought I'd actually meet one like this. Is that so? Well, Mr. Detective, what business do you have with my car? Ah, are you on a case? Is there a mystery here right now? Well, there seems to be a series of illicit snooping activities going on around town lately, so I'm looking into the matter. And for some reason, your car is emitting a rather strange signal. Oh, you think my car is bugged? That depends. Do you ever have conversations in there that you wouldn't want others to hear? Yes, certainly. Discussing the day's upcoming trials and with my secretary and such. Could could that be a reason someone would want to bug my car?
Yep.
It is possible. May I search it for you? By all means. The signal's coming from the stuffed animal. It really was the nest car. Ogami-san, I think I found the source of the signal. Aw. That's Masayama-kan's. Oh shit, huh? Who is that lady? This belongs to my secretary, Masayama-kan.
Huh?
Ah, crap. Damn it. Yes, Tsukumo, you shall pay for your part in this sordid crime. Out of the way, nerd. I take kickboxing class every week. I'm serious. And I am Makoto Tsukumo, master of the Yagami style, and I shall not hold back even against a lady as yourself. Y'all. Whoa, you know Kung Fu? Just my luck. Ah. Excellent bluff, Tsukumo. You really got me good at that. Your form was perfect. I've seen you fight enough times for the look of it to rub off at least. Alright, Masayuma-san, let's hear it. What's the meaning of this, Masayuma-san? I'm sorry. I've been paid off. What? By whom? Was it one of the defendant's lawyers? Yes, he claimed to be working for them. He also said he's a detective. A detective. Probably the villainous detective who's become the talk of the town. Could you describe this person for us? I don't know what he looks like. We only talked over the phone. He didn't video chat with me. What about his voice or his speaking mannerisms then? Any noticeable dialect? I'm not so sure. He was real quiet and kept his speaking to a minimum. I do think he's male though. Did you record the conversation? No, I was instructed not to. Damn. If only we had some sort of video evidence we could
Excuse me.
use. Did he happen to give you his name? No, but he said he runs the illegal detective agency. Wow, pretty brazen approach. He sure doesn't beat around the bush, does he? Bribery, Mayumi-kun, how could you do this? Once he offered me the 3 million, I couldn't help myself. Heavens help me, what am I to do with you? Nice work. You even got compensated for our efforts. That Tsuyumi girl's definitely getting canned, if not jail time on top of it. Well, she certainly couldn't have thought of that. Could have thought of that before she bugged her boss. And wow, who would have guessed we'd learn about a culprit or a corrupt detective in town? We didn't find the guy, but he seems busy enough that we'll probably get another crack at him.
Yep.
I agree. Ichigo seems to be suffering the strangest plague of alleged spying. And I believe my handy-dandy detector could serve as the perfect antidote to this plague.
In other words...
Are you suggesting we comb the whole city for bugs with that thing? That sounds like an awful lot of unpaid work. In that case, you should try consulting the buzz researcher first to help pinpoint where you ought to search. Anything that gives off strong signals such as wireless bugs, spy cameras, are prone to cause interference. Televisions and phones all suffer from some sort of noise when they're in the vicinity of covert broadcasting devices.
Oh,
Ah, interesting. So if I filter for noise or something along those lines, there's a chance I could track down a bug wherever the posts are appearing. Indeed, there's a very real possibility that there are victims on the other end of those bugs and spy cameras.
I see.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll give it a try soon. Best of luck. As an upstanding detectives, it's our duty to take down this villainous investigator. Oh, here we go.
hello?
Yagami-san, do you have a minute? It's Shirosaki.
Oh, I was just about to call you. I was gonna say I've got some leads on the murder. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know a Detective Watanabe, would you? From Kanagawa PD?
Oh, yes. He came asking me about the harassment case. Apparently he couldn't interview Ehara, so he got us instead.
Wanna know why that is? Apparently Tokyo PD suspects Ehara might be linked to the murder in some way. And since they don't want Kanagawa stealing the show, they're blocking their investigators out.
That does make sense. Not in a bureaucratic way.
By the way, when's your next appointment with Ehara?
As soon as we're ready, honestly. Did you want to come along?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. But I'd like to do a bit more research beforehand. I want to know exactly how Ehara's crime played out.
Funny you should say that. Hoshino-kun just told me he's going to re-inspect the crime scene tomorrow. He said it'd be best to plot Ehara's movement from Ikebukuro all the way to Shinjuku, where he was caught.
No kidding. Then I ought to go with.
If that's the case, hold on one sec.
Okay.
Yagami-san? It's me, Hoshino. I'm stoked to hear you'll be helping me out tomorrow.
I'm stoked to be there. Oh, and could you bring the statements from Ehara's arrest with you? It'd be a huge help if you could walk me through what happened on site.
You got it. We'll be starting from Ikebukuro Station, so just meet me there tomorrow.
Will do. See you then.
I can deal with the rest tomorrow. I think it's time to recharge.
Look who it is. Who's a good boy?
I need to meet her with Hoshino-kun at Ikebu Station. Probably best to take a taxi. Alright, I'm just gonna take a little break here. I'll be right back. And I'm back.
Okay, see that sign right there? Ehara was leaning on that before the incident. Yep, just like that. He was standing around searching for a victim. Ehara's the man in the cap and sunglasses.
That's him deciding who to attack. Damn, look at it. Looking at it now, he is pretty suspicious.
So, Ihara was lingering at the platform a while, huh?
Yeah, he walked past the ticket gate at 7:43 a.m. This was confirmed by the security tapes as well as when he swiped his transit card. After that, he wandered the platform an entire hour ogling women.
He spent that long choosing a target?
Yeah, sick, isn't it?
Then the security camera that caught him would be... that one?
That's right.
Ikeburo is pretty famous for its sheer amount of foot traffic. In a station like this, the cameras almost never have a blind spot.
Anyhow, at 9:06 a.m., Ehara finally honed in on his would-be victim. Then he boarded her train, which was departing for Shinjuku.
She's the one in the pink cardigan and white skirt?
Yeah, Yui Mamiya, an office worker and mother of a 6-year-old boy. The two of them show up on the train's interior cam as well. According to the victim's statement, Ehara began by rubbing her posterior with the back of his hand. But it didn't stop there. After that, he put his hand up her skirt.
Pretty sickening.
I'm assuming he targeted someone shy, thinking she wouldn't resist. Makes me angry just thinking about it. The victim stated she was too scared to call for help, meaning she endured this for 6 minutes until the train reached its stop in Shinjuku.
Can you send what you just showed me to my phone?
Sure. Now let's head to Shinjuku Station. Then we can watch as the jerk gets busted. Even if we did defend him in court, an asshole's still an asshole. Looks like we're getting close to Shinjuku.
The train's pretty light right now, but it was packed during the crime, right?
Oh yeah, the car occupancy at that time of day can easily reach 180%.
And Ihara should have been standing roughly where I am.
Is there anything I can conclude from looking around?
Hey.
This footage was recorded by the security camera in the train, and I'm standing roughly where I was.
Suspicious.
The train's heading to Shinjuku Station from Ibukuro. It's about 6 minutes from departure to arrival.
Uh-huh. Hey.
This car's pretty empty right now, but when Ahara committed his crime, it was 180% full. 100% full meaning that all seats and straps are being used by a passenger.
What the? Suspicious.
A security camera that records the train's interior. These were installed to deter grain brokers, or at the very least identify them. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Ehara and Mamiya-san both exited the train and got onto the platform here. But right before that, Mamiya-san suddenly grabbed Ihara's wrist and yanked his hand out from under her skirt. That's when she got a good look at her assailant.
So without a doubt, she saw it was him.
Yes, and there were also traces of her garments on his hand during evidence analysis. Anyway, after being grabbed, Ihara wrenched himself free and took off at a sprint. See, here he gets off the train and bolts across the platform. And Mamiya-san chases after him, asking people around her for help.
Ah, this is what they kept looping on TV.
Yeah. And honestly, with all this evidentiary footage, defending him in court was a lost cause.
Was there any security footage that wasn't aired on TV?
Sure, take a look around you. There's more than just one camera pointed at us. They're practically everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
As for what I was saying earlier, Ihara was finally tackled right in front of those stairs. Oh, right. I have a diagram of the platform to show you.
So Ihara gets off the train here, and then gets apprehended here. How far apart is that?
Roughly 100 meters. Both he and the victim were weaving their way through the crowd. The whole scene was very chaotic. Even after Ihara was caught, the train was stalled 20 minutes until the area was deemed safe.
Hey, you think we could get the positions of all these cameras and where they're pointing penciled in?
Good idea. Let's check each camera's position as we walk over to where Ihara was detained. That's where he got tackled, so if you could let me know whenever you see a camera. I can mock it up on our diagram here.
Hey,
See one.
suspicious. What the?
Found their camera.
Hey, what the?
Check this one off. Look at all the people.
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's go up a little further now.
Suspicious. What the? Uh-huh. Hey.
Here, I'll be right back. I hear my dog barking at something.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey. What the?
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's move on.
Suspicious. Hey. Suspicious. What the? Uh-huh. Suspicious.
Okay, looks like we got all the cameras. Our diagram is now complete.
This diagram represents the station at the time of the groping. O'Hara got off the train around 9:12 on October 7th. From the boarding area, he ran in the direction of the arrow. Then he was tackled by the concerned citizens.
Now we'll pencil in the camera locations and what directions they're pointing.
So each of these orange areas represents a security camera's field of view. This arrow shows the path O'Hara and the victim took as they ran from the platform to O'Hara's point of capture.
Suspicious.
Does this dotted part of the arrow indicate a blind spot between the cameras? So if so, there won't be any footage of O'Hara running through here.
What the?
O'Hara's the victim disembarked here. The train pulled in at 9:12 a.m. The victim was gripping O'Hara's hand, but he broke free of her. Then he tried to run away.
Suspicious.
This is where O'Hara got tackled by the witness. Multiple others on the scene documented this with their smartphones and cameras. This is what they call eyewitness footage, but I bet the TV stations shell out for this sort of thing.
So this was the general situation when O'Hara committed his crime. What do you think, Yagami-san? Anything of note?
Do you think O'Hara and Mamiya-san were riding the train pretty frequently?
Oh yeah, Mamiya-san commuted by train. She was here every weekday. Same goes for O'Hara, actually, but he was off that day. Supposedly, he was going to see his wife, even though they're separated.
Did he ever say why he wandered around the platform for an hour?
He said the thought of his wife had him flustered and he couldn't force himself to board the train. He always had an excuse ready for anything you asked him, including the harassment charges. He pled not guilty, but the evidence said otherwise. There wasn't a single argument we could make in court to establish reasonable doubt.
Safe to say he did it. But on the same day, he knew his son's bully would be murdered in Ijincho. Pretty clear it wasn't a spontaneous need to grab some ass.
I agree. It's almost like all the commotion around the harassment might have been planned out. Maybe everything was, even down to getting captured.
Yeah. You really played everyone by turning harassment into an alibi for murder. No matter how much evidence points to him as a killer, he can deny it with complete immunity.
This is getting crazier by the minute.
At the very least, he had something to do with it. Some connection. But I can't imagine he'll talk. Whatever his plan is, it's pretty clear Ihara is committed.
To what? Getting revenge for his son?
I think so.
Who do you think his accomplices could be? Ihara's a veteran cop. Think maybe he knows how to hire an actual assassin? If so, he could have just paid for his revenge, right?
Sure. But assassins cost an arm and a leg. He wasn't rich before all this, was he?
No. He barely scraped up enough to cover his lawsuit against the school.
Thought so.
I've gone to the scenes of both the murder and the train groping. That should be all the places I need to see.
Hey, it's Shiosaki.
What's up, Sari-san?
I'm scheduling an interview with Ihara tomorrow at the Tokyo Detention Center. We'll take a taxi from Genda's if that all works for you.
Sounds good. But I need to get back to Ijincho for now.
Something you forgot to do?
Yeah. It involves Ihara's motive, which would be without a doubt his son's suicide. So I want to confirm if Mikoshiba really bullied the kid. And the best person to ask happens to be down in Ijincho.
Alright, then I'll let you get to it.
Cool. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Mikoshiba, Ihara. I think I saw everything there was see at each of their crime scenes. Now all that's left is getting Sawa-sensei to talk. The key will be learning what happened with Ihara's son 4 years ago. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it here. Every time I see a ad for viewers, makes me want to stop streaming, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see you next time. And for everybody watching on YouTube, thank you. For everybody watching on Twitch, thank you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.